What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Ruined It YouTube channel. All the new followers, all 7 of you guys, Um, this is going to be, this will be the third video, I think. But yeah, we're going to kind of give you a little bit of rundown on the car. I can make obviously a longer video than the 3-minute TikTok, so I'll be able to kind of run you guys through what the plans are, what we're thinking is going to happen, kind of show you what happened to the car. It could have been way worse, that's for sure. I'm okay. First off, the car didn't really get that banged up. So yeah, let's jump into it. I'm gonna show you what's going on. So as you can see, this is the front where the fuel cell was. Folded it up. The brackets from the fuel cell took pretty good brunt. I went and looked at the wall actually at the track, and it made some pretty good gouges, as you can see. Whoa, right here, and then on that side as well. But nothing happened from here back. This is all still straight. I pulled the tape on it. Everything looks fine. Lost all the wiring, obviously. Coils look okay. They got a little hot. Nothing too bad. Struts are fine. Bars are all fine. Rack, the boots are just melted on the rack. Nothing too bad. Yeah, we got super lucky and nothing happened here on the paint. Didn't break any windows. Melted the epoxy off on this, both sides, and I still have the one good fender, as you can see, and then this fender right here got folded up pretty good. We kind of straightened it back out as much as we could, but I think she's a lost cause, which isn't too bad. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for the front end. And then inside, nothing happened inside, obviously, but it's a bunch of watch the paint. Just a bunch of fire extinguisher in here. Nothing crazy, but it got all nasty. Luckily, I didn't really lose. I lost the harness, but I didn't really lose too much of the inside anything. It all burnt up to the firewall. Yeah, but all of this seems to be okay. This is the converter, the brand used one we tried that didn't work. Worked better than the one I had in it, but this is the one that still was too tight for the combo. Yeah, so we're gonna be selling this chassis. As is, I could sell it as a roller or bare chassis. It's a 750 mild steel deal. I think it's a 25.4. Yeah, 25.4, I think is what it is. And since most of you know, I work at a fab shop out here, Matt's Fab. It's in Orland, California. Fabrication, build race cars. That's pretty much all we do. Why not? This is a good time to pull the body back off and do a Chromoly 25.1 up to 2,800 pounds, 6.0 up to 2,800. This car was really light. This car weighed 1996 with no doors and no windows. We're guessing, we didn't scale it afterwards, of course, but we're guessing with the doors back on and the windows in it, it's probably 2,450 with me in it, I was guessing. When we scaled it the first time, it had fluids, it had fuel, it had all that stuff. It was pretty much race ready, just no doors, and I didn't have windows in it at the time. So we're guessing like 2,450. So this car was super light. So with the Chromoly, it should be even lighter, a lot stronger. There's a lot of stuff I wanted to change on the car. The way I sat in the car, I didn't like. There's just a lot of stuff I didn't like about it. I'll get to, get new struts, get new rear end, get all that stuff. Even though all this was good, I'm building, the new car is going to be a radial car. So there's different suspension components. These are the single adjustable strain struts. They only have 3 inches overall travel, and wherever your car sits, if you got an inch of chrome showing, then you only got 2 inches of travel. And with a radial car, that's not what you really desire. Not saying it wouldn't work, but might as well try to make a showpiece, shop car, per se. I still gotta pay for everything, but my boss wants to help make it really nice. And So yeah, we'll get to do that 25-1 deal. I'll get to re-tin the whole car, make it look really nice. If you guys follow me on any of my Instagram and stuff like that, I do all the tin work at the shop, a little bit of welding here and there, but I'm mostly just the tin guy. I do all the carbon, all the aluminum, all the steel, the firewalls, the floors, all that stuff. So I'll get to put my own little touch on my car. Since I didn't build this chassis originally, I will be building the 25-1 chassis, me and the shop, in theory. So yeah, it's gonna be nice. We're gonna build a little radial small tire car. We're gonna do AFCO struts, AFCO rear shocks. Nice wheels, spindle mount fronts. I got a 40 spline floater for it, so this 35 spline will go with the car if I sell it or whatever. I'm gonna keep the body obviously for round 2. I can't get rid of this body. This is just me. This is what all you guys have learned to follow and love. So we're gonna keep the body. I'm looking for a new front end. If anybody out there's got a front end for an Audi, a B8, B8 or B8.5, so 09 to 2014, A4, A5, S4, S5, any of those will work. So let me know if you guys got anything out there. Other than that, I'm gonna be keeping the twin turbo setup. I guess I could show you those. Nothing too bad happened to them. They're full of a fire extinguisher, but they didn't get hit. What got hit was the wastegate is what got hit. So the core support hit the wastegate when it folded everything up. The fuel cell hit the core support hit the wastegate, ripped that off. These didn't get touched at all, so we'll stick with these. These are good for about, I think, like 900-ish a piece. So as for the motor combo, we're kind of in the air on it. I know obviously I made 903 on the stock bottom end deal. We were kind of leaning on it, not really leaning on it. Just a lot of fuel, not so much boost. It was a 23 on the dynos, what we made 903 with, which isn't really out of the realm of too much for that. Just Gen 4 deal. This one, I think, if everything pans out correctly, I don't know. I don't really want to tell you guys yet because I don't want to be a liar. I don't want to be, it's not like some Noonan block deal. But I'm definitely looking into aftermarket block deals. Don't really want to do a stock block deal. Maybe if the money works out like that, it might be a stock block built rotating assembly, stuff like that. But I do have horsepower goals on this next one. I do have time goals on this next one. I'm not really gonna say. It's in my head I have goals, but what's really gonna happen is probably gonna be different. So you're just gonna have to keep watching, check it out, and see. But as for how lucky it was, I got really lucky. I was pretty banged up. My neck hurt, my back hurt, shook up, being on a car on fire. It was weird, I can't fathom enough the safety stuff. I wear a 15-layer suit. My helmet was brand new. I wear a next gen neck restraint, which if you guys don't know, it's not in here. If you guys don't know, it's a neck restraint that your seatbelts go over the top of, and then it has a strap to your helmet so that you can't go forward. It wasn't, when I hit, it wasn't really like a forward jolt. It almost kind of just like bounced me up in the seat, really weird. But I guarantee if I wasn't wearing that stuff, it could have been a lot worse. The seatbelt did get caught. When I finally got it unhooked, the seatbelt did get caught up under my Hans, under my next gen Hans. I guess Hans is a brand. So the next gen, my neck restraint. Seatbelt got caught under my neck restraint. Kind of is what it is. There's nothing you could really do. It was just in the moment. I leaned forward too fast when I unclipped, and it got all jammed up. And excuse me, I got a little frog in my throat. Yeah, I mean, it's just everything worked. Everything worked how it should have. I didn't get burned. My legs did get warm. I did take my glove off at a moment while I was in there, and my hand got hot, so I put my glove back on. So it's probably not the best time to take off your fire safety while you're on fire or your car's on fire. So put that back on, got out, everything was good. I was completely fine. I walked around the back, turned the power off on the car before anyone was even there. So I wasn't stuck in there too long. It felt like eternity that I was just kind of hanging out, trying to figure out how to get out of my car, get the window net down. I banged my knee pretty good on the steering column when I was trying to, you know, roll out of that thing with a high rate of speed. Yeah, it could have been worse. We got bright. Man, I've been saying a lot. Sorry, I am super tired. My boss was dynoing this Suburban today, and we had the doors open. It was like 104, and I'm just tired. I am beat. Saying a million times because I'm trying to really think of what's going on. This isn't normal to me. This is like my third video ever. I have no problem posting stuff, but see, there we go. I'm trying to. My brain's just umming. I'm like a clock or something. So, yeah, I can't fathom enough on the safety gear. I was wearing my fire shoes, little 5-layer Simpsons. Simpsons? Yeah, 5-layer Simpson shoes. My gloves, 5-layer gloves. I had a head sock on, which is a 5-layer head sock. Just make sure you're up to date on your stuff, man. I know you never think it's gonna happen to you. Well, I didn't think it was gonna happen to me either. And luckily that day I had all my stuff on, and I wasn't above crashing, you know. I always know that it's a possibility. So there's been a lot of crashes lately. John Dock, Matt with the bad apple, he got pretty banged up in that one. So I'm real lucky that nothing happened. I mean, Bodie wrecked his car. The Patriot car wrecked. That one at War in the Woods, the Force Performance deal. It's got Force Performance on the side. I don't know who you are or what your name is. Sorry. Swanstrom, Adkins. You just never know. It could be anybody, anytime. So just always be prepared to be in a wreck. Now I look at stuff completely different. Like, I'm at work building cars all day, race cars, big horsepower race cars, 3,000, 4,000 horsepower cars. And now when I'm building them, I have a whole nother aspect of what I think would be safer. You know, as for like sheet metal, any of that stuff, like, I just don't think that's a good idea. You know, fire could get in this way, or we should do it this way because this would be better. You know, now that it's happened, it's a whole different deal. Not saying it was crazy enough that I'm like, oh, big legendary war story. I fucking rolled 400 times and